Hi, welcome. We're going to do a little holiday gift shopping with you. My name is Leah Little. We are live on Amazon as well as on Facebook. I want to say welcome, happy holidays, Merry Christmas, and we're going to talk about gifts for the techie. So I've kind of got a little techie setup going on here. Julia is with me as well, navigating for me. Let me say hello in the chat, and we'll get things going. Glad to answer any questions that you may have, and let's dive right in. So we're going to talk about gifts for the techie. So we've got some things for you Alexa lovers. If you love to read, we've got you covered there as well. Sounds like we've got audio working on Facebook, which is great too. I'm going to talk to you about one of my favorite pair of earbuds with the AirPods. The Halo is also coming up. This is the new fitness tracker that is available from Amazon. Also works with Weight Watchers, which is super cool. There's all kinds of really fun labs and techniques that are on the inside of this one. So if you are in the market or shopping for somebody that wants to get healthy in the new year, we're going to have you covered there as well. So lots of good things ahead, as well as bows. If you have shopped with me over the years, you know that I love bows. So lots of bows under Christmas trees, and I don't mean B-O-W-S, B-O-S-E when it comes to holiday gift giving in the world of electronics. So let's dive right in. I'm going to highlight for you. Hi there, Kanana 29. Good to see you. And I'm going to do a little multitasking here. Okay, so let's dive over. And I'm going to highlight for you the first thing we're going to talk about, and that is the Echo Dot. This is a gift for my daughter, and it is something that I chose specifically because it has the clock built right in. I'm going to mute that on the silent mode. And it also has Alexa. So she can use this for all kinds of good things. Oh, and there she goes. When you say Alexa, she lights up, right? So Alexa, play holiday music for us.
Here's a station you might like.
Love
Holiday
it.
favorites on Amazon Music.
I love it. So there you go. You can control the volume with your voice. You can also control the volume with your touch. And I'm just going to, Alexa, pause the music. Okay, Dallas, come on, make your debut today as we're shopping on Amazon. This is Dallas. He likes to get in on the action. He is our sweet little Havanese puppy who always, the moment I start talking, wants to come and join us. So hopefully you're a dog lover, and Dallas will be hanging out with us for a little while. Okay, so with this Alexa, the reason why I love it is that I wanted my daughter to have a nightlight in her room, and I didn't want her to have her phone in there because I prefer that she just has the phone out of the bedroom. I just think it's a good habit to get into, to not have the phone in the bedroom. And so she still needed an alarm clock, right? She still needs to be able to wake up. So this is the perfect solution. But not only is it going to be a great alarm clock, it also has all of the features that we know and love about Alexa. So you're able to ask Alexa questions. If you have purchased an Alexa before, you probably know that you get the emails, okay there, Dallas, that come along with the Alexa that give you prompts on how to learn Alexa and how to use Alexa. So I'm just going to set her down right here and go into my email. And as I do, what's really fun is that we can look up great little search terms as we learn. Oh, super cute puppy. She says, hi, Dallas. Hi, Kanona. Great to have you here. So let's see. Do you have any questions for Alexa, Kanona? We can ask. So as we go into Alexa, keeping up with Alexa, here's one that came in early December. Play holiday songs. We just tried that one. We can talk about, Alexa, read me a science fiction novel from Audible.
Here's a good science fiction audiobook from Audible. It's called The Monsters of Morley Manor.
This is Audible Kids.
How fun is that, right? Alexa, pause Audible. We can ask Alexa about news. You could also have her do a to-do list for you, moving meetings around. You can add to the shopping list. I'm sort of looking at all of the fun things. Oh, Alexa, play Pac-Man.
Okay, here's Pac-Man Waka Waka. To use Pac-Man Waka Waka, a parent needs to give permission. To do that, I sent some information to the home screen of your Alexa app.
I love that. So we can look into the Alexa app and we can then learn through Alexa. So let's just do that, right? So as we're streaming, I'm just going to go into my Alexa app. Alexa, and she sent some information over there. So let's go. Here's the, here's the app. So opening up the app, let's see what they sent to us. Oh, there you go, Pac-Man Waka Waka. So now it's going to tell us or ask us permission requested, which I love because this is for my daughter, so I only want her using age-appropriate things. To use kid skills, a parent or guardian needs to give permission. So in-skill purchases require approval for kid skills. So you can manage that. And then we'll go into launch. So what happens is I have my daughter set up here. She has a little puppy icon. And then you can go in and you can allow permissions in there. So what I love about this is it becomes a learning tool, right? This becomes something that not only is her clock, but it also becomes something that she can use day in and day out for entertainment, for lists, for learning, for all kinds of good things. And what a great idea for the holidays, just in time. If you are shopping for a techie in your family, whether it's, maybe for the home office desk or even at the office desk, if you're going into the office, if this is something for a younger child like I have, I think it's a great solution. And what's really nice is that if you do have other Alexa items in your home, like we'll be talking about this Fire tablet in a little while, the Fire tablet will default to the main Alexa in your home so that you don't have all of these answers from Alexa going off all over the place. So I really love that they've streamlined that for us. So a little surprise for my daughter who's at school right now. We're going to be wrapping this one up as soon as the show is done, and we will be putting this under the Christmas tree for her. So if you're looking for something that is a great idea for holiday gift giving, what better way than to kind of open up a whole world of information, of music, of lists, of learning through the Alexa. So, oh, there's more. Alexa, open this day in history.
Okay, here's this day in history. Welcome to this day in history. From history.com, December 15th, 2001. On this day in 2001, Italy's Leaning Tower of Pisa reopens after a team of experts spent 11 years and $27 million to fortify the tower without eliminating its famous lean.
How cool
Would
is
you
that?
like to hear more about this event? Another event from December 15th?
Let's learn more.
Or an event from a different date?
Alexa, no.
Visit history.com to learn about more events.
Isn't that fun?
Thanks for using the history skill.
Just a really, again, interesting way, and those emails come to you so you can constantly learn new skills with Alexa and share them with your family as well. So I love this. Again, great idea for holiday gift giving. Okay, as we talk more about gifts for the techie, this has been my newest favorite, and we're going to move on and talk now about the Amazon Halo. The Amazon Halo fitness tracker is fairly new. You may not have seen it yet. And it is, I think, one of the most exciting fitness trackers that are on the market right now. Why? Because it's going to, of course, track your fitness level, your steps, your exercises, your activities throughout the day. It can also track your sleep, which I think is terrific because it's absolutely comfortable to sleep in, and a lot of fitness trackers aren't. And if you're not comfortable sleeping in it, then you're probably not going to be getting the full benefits of tracking your sleep, right? If you're not wearing it. And then it also tracks your mood, which I think is really cool. I'll show you how that works. And it also has a body scanning that you can track your body fat percentage and see your progress over time, which I think is really, really advanced technology. I just love it. And I love that it's so comfortable. So let me give you a brief tour here. We'll put Alexa over to the side. And it's really quite simple. This is all there is to it. You're looking at a very simple design that opens with a little Velcro strap. It stays in place, by the way, locks in right here. And now, when you put it on your wrist, slide it on. I ordered the medium, and I actually have a small wrist, but I sized up just in case. And so I would say they run true to size, because I probably could have done the small. You can see I have a little extra here. And what's cool is that you don't actually have any information coming to you on the wrist strap itself, on the wrist piece. So what's nice about this is that all of the information goes straight to your phone or through your tablet, whatever you have synced it to. So when you are using that Halo, I'm just going to go in and open the Halo app and show you how this works. So we'll go Halo. Here it is. Here's what the app looks like. It gives you an overview. Right now it's syncing. You can maybe see that little green rotation, and now it's all entirely synced. It tells me it's at 98% charged, which is great. I haven't done a whole lot of activity this week because sometimes I've been taking it off, taking it, wearing it, not wearing it. Sleep last night, didn't sleep in it last night, which is why I was mentioning sleep. Tone, it measures your vocal tone, and you can use that or you can turn that off. I'll show you that in a little while. And then here's the cool one. You can measure and track your body fat. Let's just let the app tell us about it.
We've been using scales for thousands of years, but when it comes to measuring our health, weight doesn't tell the whole story. How do we know if that weight is made up of muscle or fat? That's where body composition comes in. It's clinically proven to be a better measure of health than a scale alone. And Halo is as accurate as methods a doctor would use. In less than a minute, Halo uses computer vision and your smartphone's camera to analyze details of your body to identify and measure body fat. The result is your body fat percentage. Your healthy range depends on your sex and your age.
So you get the
A
idea.
healthy body fat percentage is associated with lower rates of heart disease, stroke, diabetes, and even cancer. After your scan, Halo provides you with a personalized 3D model.
Isn't that cool?
So you can track your progress over time.
So that would
You can
literally
say
be
goodbye to the old way of
your
doing
body
things.
on the inside as it's tracking. And I love that the videos are built right into the app, so you don't have to go fetch them. You don't have to go to a separate website. It's right here, all inside. And then it walks you through, okay, are you ready to do it? Okay, walks you through the process. And there's also a privacy mode built in too, so that obviously if you're doing those scans and you want that information to stay in your app and stay with you, there are privacy selections that are built into the app, which I think is really great as well. So I love that there's so much going on inside here. Let's talk about data. There's real-time data. There's live data. Okay, let's see. Okay, right now my heart rate is 93 beats per minute. And my vocal tone, this is really fun. This gives you an idea of measuring your mood and your vocal tone. So let's see how we're doing right now. It says knowledgeable, confident, focused. Definitely feeling those. So those little words are popping up on the screen right now inside the app, kind of showing us what's happening. And there are different poles, if you will. This is low energy. This is high energy. This is positive energy. This is negative energy. And what's interesting about that, I mean, right now, I'll just stop, and then it gives us a summary so we can see the full details of what just happened. So pretty much, I sounded knowledgeable, focused, and confident. There you have it. And so those were the phrases that it analyzed. And then on energy, let's go down here. I sounded kind of calm and neutral, it says. And we don't really need that summary, so we can just delete it. But you can save as much or as little as you want. Now, where that becomes useful, in my opinion, is that throughout the day, maybe you have moments where you're like, oh, I'm kind of, I know I was agitated for whatever reason. I know when Dallas barks or becomes really needy, I get agitated. And I can analyze that throughout the day. I can see if, my moods are becoming progressively better, progressively worse. I think awareness becomes the key then to knowledge. And I think knowledge can become power depending on how you use it. So it's about analyzing. And this is the only fitness tracker that I've seen that goes to this level of detail when it comes to your tone, which is, in the case of the app, reflective of your mood. So it's about kind of monitoring your mood throughout the day. And I think that's a really neat feature that you just don't see in a lot of fitness apps. Now, let's go back into some of the more common things that you might use this for, or you might, as you give it as a gift, somebody might use it for. This is going to give you a weekly point goal, depending on what your fitness goals are that you may have set into it. It talks about points per day, gives you different activities, related labs. So again, you can do certain workouts that are built in, 2-minute workout to start your day. I love that, right? For so many of us, we don't know where to start, or maybe you only have 2 minutes and you want something that is going to be effective, but maybe nothing's coming to the top of your mind. You can pop right into the app and use one of the little labs that is built right in. And then you can monitor your heart rate. You can also go in and average your sleep, your calories per day. You can add activities as well. So if you do certain activities like weightlifting or running or jogging, they can all be measured in here. And I just think it's one of the most interesting fitness trackers because it's one of the most simple to wear and to use. Again, that's all there is to it. So it's not displaying the time. It's not giving you anything on the unit itself. All of that information is being transmitted via Bluetooth to your iPhone or your Samsung or whatever smartphone that you might be using. You just download the Halo app and then you have all of the information there. So you can do weekly activities. You can do different labs that are here. What are you interested in? Different activities, sleep, nutrition, mindfulness. You choose what you might be interested in, and that it will auto-populate for you. You can even go into what's popular. Fall asleep to a soothing sound. Love that. Let's see what else. You can improve your sleep with binaural beats. Interesting. I don't know what that one is. I might have to investigate that myself. Meditate to sleep soundly. And then ready for a challenge. Maybe you want to boost your fitness with some circuit training, or you want to watch one of the series that's inside here. Peak week workout. There's so many different things. Oh, how about this? Make the Cut. It can talk to you about modifying your diet, like limiting the salt intake that you have. So it is brand new. Let me just highlight it for you in the carousel. So if you are joining us on Amazon Live, hello and welcome. Glad that you're here. If you're joining us on Facebook, want to say hi to my Facebook friends as well. Glad to answer any questions that you might have on Facebook too. All right, so Kanana said, interesting fact, probably when we were talking about the Amazon for this day in history. Isn't it amazing how far electronics have come? I mean, to be able to use your voice to talk to, in this case, the Alexa, and have her give us tidbits about history or play holiday music. It's just amazing how far things have come. And now to be able to track your fitness level, not only for this day, but for over time, so you can see how you're progressing or what adjustments you may need to make over time. I just think it's fascinating. So I didn't use the Halo last night when I was going to sleep, but I do want to show you on a previous night when I have used it, because I actually think it's quite interesting. So if we go into, I'll show you the sleep tracker, and I'm going to go back into, let's do the week before. Okay, so there's related apps that are in here. There's the sleep stages. It can tell you your sleep quality over time, which is just fascinating. And if I go back to, let's find a day where we've got the sleep information in here. It may take me a minute. It talks to you about how long it takes you to go to sleep, how much REM that you have in the evening time, disturbances that you might have throughout the night. Maybe you don't even know. I mean, you're sleeping, right? Or you think that you're sleeping. What's great about this is that it measures all of that for you. And then it can give you labs to adjust and upgrade the quality of your sleep, like fall asleep faster by listening to soothing sounds of water, or help your kids fall asleep with a meditation. Ooh, let's see what that one is. That sounds neat. get started. Okay, not that we want to go to sleep right now. Oh, nice. So we can set a lab reminder. Okay, so what about 8 o'clock tonight? We will use this as a lab reminder so that right before Victoria is ready to go to sleep, we could do a little nighttime meditation with her. Oh, how fun is this? Okay, and here's what one of those might look like.
And welcome to your first bedtime meditation. To begin, let's get comfy in bed.
Oh, nice.
Lie down on your back. Make sure your head is comfortable on your pillow. Pull your blankets on you, or leave them out if you don't want to be covered.
She has such a soothing voice, doesn't she?
Now verify that you
Nice.
are at your most comfy. And when you're all settled in, close your eyes.
Fun.
Another day has come and gone. It is bedtime now.
Nice.
The sun has gone to sleep,
Oh.
giving way to the moon. So now it's your turn to go to
Okay.
sleep too.
So we won't go to sleep now.
To do this, I'll
I'm
give
just
you
gonna
a few
pause. Oh, but I feel relaxed already. Do you? Julia's like, yeah. Just her soothing voice, kind of calming and getting comfortable in bed. I love it. Oh, okay. So now let's just go over. Now that we're all relaxed, here's why this is so fun. Let's go in and see. Okay, so my heart rate was what, 93, 94 before? It's fallen down to 87 just from listening to that. So how interesting. I love the real-time data that you can get and the inferences that you can make and the healthy choices that you can make. So that's just a quick look at some of the things that are built into the Amazon Halo. And what's really interesting with this is you can customize it, use it how you want to. Again, what I love most about it is that all the information is right there in the app, and the labs are built right in. You don't have to go fetch them. And also, because it tracks your sleep, because it tracks your activity, because it tracks your mood, you can see the relationship in some of those, or maybe make assumptions about what the relationship might be. If you slept better, you might have a happier tone during the day, right? It just kind of makes sense. And I think that's the usefulness of having a fitness tracker when all of that information comes together for us. So great gift idea if you have somebody in your life that likes techie things, but also likes things that are simple and easy to use. And that is the Amazon Halo coming your way. Love this. All right, so let's move on. And let me pop back over here and let's talk about bows. All right. Elena says, yeah, interesting fact. That's awesome. Hi, hello. Kanana says, I have to get back to work, but I'm going to get this halo. Sounds awesome and just what I'm looking for. Oh, let's just say thank you very much. Hey, Kanana. Thank you so much. Okay, misspelled her name. Let me just go back. K-A-N-O. There we go. Aw, so nice of you to join us. Thanks so much for joining us. Have a great day at work. Awesome. Love those fun chats that we can do on both Facebook as well as on Amazon Live. And thanks so much for joining us. And Kanana, I would love to hear from you. If you get this home and if it's for you, I'd love to hear what you think and learn from you and some of your favorite little hidden gems that are inside that app as well. So really fun there. All right, let's move on and talk next about bows. So lots going on with bows. We talked a bit about great holiday gift giving, and I think bows is just such a great gift to give. I happen to have a number of bows, and what's cool about these, I think I put the black in the carousel for you, but no matter the color you choose, you can actually link them, two of them together with the revolve. So I'll give you, here, let's talk about the black. So what's cool about these is they have 360-degree sound, which means that speaker sends out the sound all the way around. instead of just having the speaker come out in one direction. Now, what's cool about having these bows is that if you want to have that party mode and link them together, the same music could be playing from your Bluetooth device, maybe your tablet or your phone or even your laptop. And you could have one in one side of the room or one on one side of the house and the other one on the other side of the house, and have that sort of simulated kind of surround sound coming out with 360 degrees of that music. Love that. Giving Bose as a gift, I think, is just magical. Bose is a company that has been around for so many years. You see the Bose equipment being used if you watch the big football games that have been happening. You see a lot of the coaches using that. You see, Bose in so many of the high-end, amazing. Beautiful buildings. I think of trips that I've taken to Italy and I think of the acoustics that are there and where it's being used. Bose is a great name brand. And I think they've really built their reputation on quality. And I certainly know that we have personally invested in it. You probably can't see them, but we actually have the surround sound built right into the home, into our home. And then we use the portable speakers in so many different ways. And I've given them as so many different gifts as well. Because when you give the gift of Bose, you give the gift of music. You give the gift of the uplifting mood, right? It's that sort of that tone setter, if you will, throughout your home, or in the morning if you want to use this in the bathroom and play some music to kind of get your day started. Around the holidays, use them to play some holiday music, whatever the case may be. I think you'll really enjoy the Bose. I'll give you a quick little tour. What's nice is that they do hold their charge. You plug it in the back to recharge it. You can also use the auxiliary. So if you did want to plug in a external, you could do that too through the audio in right here. This is your micro USB. This is where you'll plug it into the wall to charge it. And then once they're charged, they hold the charge. I have to double check the specs on that. But it is for a good long time. You also have all of your controls right here along the top. So this is how you're going to Bluetooth to your audio device, totally wirelessly. You can control the volume. And then this little button is what you would use if you were syncing the two of them together to put them into, say, the party mode and create that ambiance that goes all around the room or all around the house. I just think that's a great way to go. So quick look at our Bose. I suggest getting more than one because now you can pair them together in that party mode and create that ambiance, like I said, throughout the home. I just think they're really a great quality gift that somebody's not going to just use this year and this holiday season, but next year, probably the next year, maybe a few years after that as well. Pretty much with Bose, usually the reason why you would upgrade is because you just want to have a newer model, not because the quality of the sound or the quality of the speaker has diminished over time, which I think is great. That's the sign of great electronics. And you don't get to be a big leader in electronics, just with a lot of fancy marketing. I think you get to be a big leader in electronics like Bose when you deliver on the promise. And having offered electronics now for over 20 years, I can tell you, I've seen a lot of different electronics. Bose is absolutely right there among the top of my list. So there you have it with Bose, with the SoundLink Revolve. I'm going to talk more about Bose because I think this would be great for family members, really nice high-end sound. I also have a Bose coming up that is more for you if you're on the go, and that is the SoundLink Color 2. So let's talk about this one next. I think I put it in the black and in the white. This may be the white one. This is probably this is the teal. So there you have it. In this particular design, you have something that's really fun and on the go. And what's interesting with Bose is that they decided with this model to kind of break the mold of doing everything in a silver or doing everything in a black, right? That's where Bose really kind of changed things up a little bit when it comes to this particular SoundLink. And I love that. So what they did is they gave you something in these super fun colors. Black and white, I put in the carousel. You can find various colors available. And now it takes the quality that you expect from Bose, that big, amazing sound that envelops you, and puts it into an on-the-go model. And you know as well as I do, you can purchase a Bluetooth speaker for, maybe less than what you would spend on a Bose. But then what happens? Then you have to buy another one because it may not be the quality that you want or it may not last as long as you want. And then you probably have to buy another one. And by the time you buy 3 Bluetooth speakers to try to get the quality, you could have just had the quality first. At least that's my opinion on it. So when it comes to a great design, this is one that I've given to my little niece, Faith, in Dallas. This is a design that I've given to my sister for her family. She loves bows as much as I do. It's just a really neat style that you can take with you. And I love that it has all of that big sound coming from that small little body. So really neat design that you have here. Love that. So again, great gift idea. If you have a techie in your life, this is going to be a fun one. Okay, let's talk more about bows. I would be remiss if you have shopped with me over the years if I didn't talk about this next item. This is one I have gushed about for a long time. It's my technical terms coming out, gushing. Oh, these are the Quiet Comfort. Love, 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 love. These have traveled with me. These have been to Vegas. These have been to Europe. These have been to Dallas. Love them. So, where shall we begin? First of all, if you've never tried noise canceling headphones, these are a must have. Bose was literally the pioneer, if you will, of sound canceling technology. So when you put them over your ear, not only do they block the sound, but they're actually listening, actively listening for what's happening around you. And the ambiance, it could be, the air conditioning that's running. It could be when little Dallas starts his barking, whatever the case might be. It might be that you are, wanting to study or on Zoom or you're studying remotely in your class, and then inevitably somebody's mowing the yard next door, or depending on where you live across the country. We're in Florida, so I think about mowing the yard, but you might be shoveling snow. Some of those things might not be that noisy, shoveling snow, but maybe a snowblower, out there. Anything that you want to block and not hear that noise, you simply turn on the noise cancellation, and it literally blocks out that sound. It actively senses and hears what's happening in the room, and then, or wherever you might be, and then sends out an equal and opposite, if you will, signal to block that sound from coming in. Now, I think that's terrific. In day-to-day life, sometimes you just want a moment to yourself, especially now we're staying at home so much, right? If you have more than a couple people in your family that are at home with you, you just might want that moment of solitude, and that's terrific. More than that, though, where these are absolutely a must-have is if you and when we start traveling again. When you get on a plane and you put these on your ears, and you block out that rumble of the sound. And actually, that's how they were. That's how they came to be. As Bose tells the story, as these were originally designed, it was because the Bose at the time, the owner of the company, had gone into his sitting area on the plane, and it was just so noisy. And he said, "We've got to come up with something that can combat this," and they work. I will tell you, flying with them and flying without them is the difference in night and day. If you want to feel, at least I do, feel refreshed and relaxed, and I don't have that sort of, it's not jet lag, it's not necessarily a time thing. You can do it on, even I've taken 2-hour flights, and I still feel so much more invigorated having not had that drag of that sound lulling in the background. So if only for noise cancellation on the plane, I will tell you. In fact, I believe in it so much that one trip that we took out to Las Vegas for the convention there every year, we may not go in January, but for the Consumer Electronics Show, we always go out to Vegas. Oh, gosh, I've been probably the last 12, 15 years or so. And obviously, I wore these on the plane to Vegas. I took them off as I stopped by the ladies' room before I picked up my luggage, and forgot them in the ladies' room. I have to tell you, I don't do things like that very often, but I was devastated. And sweet Darren, my honey, actually bought me a replacement pair at the airport and surprised me at the hotel when we got there because we knew they were gone. I mean, it was that big of a deal to me. It was literally I didn't want to go on the return flight back home from Vegas without them. 3 hours in the air, and it's so good. I bought them twice. How about that? I highly recommend them. It's certainly comfortable. You know, there's all kinds of things I could talk to you about with that. You know, super soft luxury leather that is used in the most expensive automobiles. Nice cushioning on the top as well, which is great. Uh, you can do the line in, so you can hardwire them if you want to, but you can also charge them and just use them via the Bluetooth. But for the noise cancellation alone, I mean, and I haven't even talked about the audio sound quality, right? If you really want to hear songs the way, music the way it's meant to be, there are very, very few brands that are going to deliver the quality to you like Bose. And what I mean by that is the not only the lack of distortion, but the way that the detail of the notes comes through, the way that you have that true audio quality. I lived for 17 years in Nashville. Spent a lot of time in studios. I don't have a musical bone in my body, but I have a deep appreciation for those who do. And if you want to hear the music just as the artist intended it, and the engineers as they spend hours, I mean, it's amazing. They will spend, 3 days in a studio all day long on one instrument of one song. And to have that muffled and kind of, thrown into the background just doesn't do the songs justice. So if you really want to hear music the way it was intended to be, I think this is also a great, great way to have access to that, which is brilliant. So again, one of my favorites for years and years and years, if you are giving this as a gift to somebody that's traveling, or hey, maybe you want to just use it for Zoom and for Skype and some of those things that we're doing now that we weren't doing so often in the past. I think it's great for home use as well. So sometimes, if the guys are watching something, a movie or something on TV that I'm not particularly interested in, I'll throw these on and do some online learning myself. So I just think they are a great way to go. They fit nicely in the case too, ready to go. And then you also have the cable so you can hardwire them if you want to plug them in through the audio. So there you have it. One of my all-time favorites from Bose. If there was a top 5 on this gift list that I'm doing for you, this would be certainly in that top 5, and probably that Halo too. All right, let's move on. Okay, here's a fun one. Let's talk about the Fire tablet. This I purchased recently in the 7-inch, and I purchased it basically as an e-reader, but it's so much more than that, and I was so excited to find that it's so much more than that. It can be your e-reader, it can be your browser. I have mine on a lock code because I also have Victoria, my daughter, on an account where she can use it as well, so we can share and I can know what she's doing and also limit her screen time, which is great as well. So you can use it for your Audible, you can use it for your news, for your Amazon Music, for your Kindle. You can use it to browse the internet. You can use it for Zoom and for Skype and there you go. I mean, all the different apps that I've downloaded, your Netflix, your Instagram, your Pinterest, all right here. And what I love is that now it's like having that whole second access to information anywhere you want it. I mean, if you wanted to just have an extra one by your bedside, for how affordable they've become is just amazing to me. So let's just go into some of my favorites. I love Audible with this. But I also love, here's what by the way, great book by Matthew McConaughey. I've been listening to Green Lights. Just came out not too long ago. Really, really amazing. And there's some things in the form of books that I would highly recommend to listen to. He narrates this himself, and to hear all of his actor expertise going into it and narrating it is just amazing. I always think it's great to hear the author themselves as they read the book. The Practice with Seth Godin. You may have seen our interview here on Amazon Live. One of the great privileges that I've had here to interview him with his new book, The Practice. So you can listen to it on Audible in here. You can also download your books, of course, and use it as a Kindle, although I have a Kindle coming up that I highly recommend because it's a great standalone piece to have. So let's just go back and go back to our home screen, device dashboard, giving us just a second to go back. super fun, all the fun things that you can do. From shopping right here on Amazon, love that. Your Prime Video built right in. You can go into the Kids app. So I just think there's a whole world that's waiting inside this tablet. And like I said, I initially thought, I would just use it as a little e-reader, but it's so much more than that. So as a gift for the holiday, maybe you're thinking of something that is a first tablet for a younger person. Great idea, because you have all of the child options that you can use the parental controls with. And then also a great gift idea if somebody has yet to jump into the world of a tablet, or you want a smaller tablet, or you want something that works with your other devices. This is going to be great because it will connect in so many different ways with the other devices that you have. So love this one. It is the Amazon Fire tablet. This is the 7-inch. This is the one that I purchased, and I love it in that pretty rose color. So, and another companion to go right along with this, I would be remiss if I didn't show you this. It's the tablet stand. So here it is. I'm just going to highlight that for you. I was just using it with my cell phone, but you can also use it with the tablet. You can use it horizontally or vertically. But this is a great idea as a stocking stuffer, or something that, maybe you've already got a big gift for somebody, but you want something that is, more practical, something they might use every day or have sitting on their desk. This is a great one. And here's why. It is totally adjustable. So if you wanted to, I'm not entirely sure that I would use it that high, but if you wanted to, you could, but you can angle it down. You can angle it super far down, so if you wanted to, have it sitting almost, straight up if you were using it that way. Love that. Notice, by the way, the tablet just auto-adjusted when I turned it horizontally, which is super cool. And there it goes. But you can adjust the angle to whatever you want it to be, which I think is really neat. This is in the rose. I'm kind of partial to that. A little bit of a girly girl, but I just think it's a really handy mechanism to have, especially maybe you're looking up recipes on your tablet, on your Fire tablet, and you're in the kitchen. Well, it's so much easier, instead of having that lay flat on the kitchen counter, right, to have it propped up like a book stand, like a book holder, except for, in this case, for your tablet. So, and what's nice is that it's not set to just a certain electronic item. Like I was saying, you could use it with your phone, you could use it with your tablet, you could use it, horizontally, vertically. Here is the Kindle that I'm going to be talking about in a little while. You could, use it with the Kindle. What's nice is that it just has this little design on the side that allows you to sort of cradles whatever your device is, but yet it's nice and secure in there, which is great too. I mean, how many times do you kind of angle something up and try to get it set up properly, and then inevitably it's tipping over? And hey, I don't know about you, but electronics can be really expensive. We don't want them tipping over, right? So great gift idea, I think. Simple, sometimes simple is the best. Or if you're picking up the Fire tablet, you could do have both of them as companions for each other. Since we're on the topic of having these fun accents, I am going to show you the light that I usually use behind the scenes. Check this out. Do, 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 do. Here it is. This is my newest circle light. I love it so much that I actually purchased 2 of them. So I'll highlight it for you in the carousel. If you're watching on Amazon Live, welcome. If you're watching on Facebook, welcome as well. What's great about this is that you have an adjustable tripod. So you can adjust this all the way out. It's really nice. I think 55 inches, I think, on the display. So really nice length. Might have to double check on that. It might be 36 or so, but still really nice, especially because you can then adjust it shorter like we have here and set it on a countertop. So, and anywhere in between, it's adjustable. That's not the best part. Here's the best part. You have the obviously on off, but check this out. You can go into whatever cool tone or warm tone of lighting that you want to have. So if you're combating, outdoor light coming in, if you are doing Zoom or you're doing Skype and you want to adjust it, you can control. There it is, a little bit more white. There it is in kind of a fluorescent sort of white. There it is in an even brighter kind of bluish. And then again, it continues to go. Now I like the warm tones. Just me, I like a little bit of warmth in there, but not too much. So you can adjust there, and then you can adjust the brightness. So I'm not sure if you can tell how bright that's going. There you go. You can see how it lowers and can go really soft too. So you choose exactly how you want that light to be, which I think is really nice. So again, I'll just cycle through. I like not the warmest tone because that can tend to look a little yellow. It kind of depends on what your computer setup is or what your laptop setup is. But I like the second one down, which is my personal preference. Okay, but then here's something cool too. It has that adjustable arm because it's sitting here on the tripod case. You have the ability to kind of adjust how you want. And then on this side, I'll show you, there's actually a little level. So if you wanted to, if you're really particular and you want it to be exactly level, you have that little bubble that's in there that you see on, a lot of tools. So I love that. You can be as specific and particular as you want to be, or you can not. It's entirely up to you. You can also detach the light and use this as a self-standing tripod for another piece if you wanted to do that as well, which I think is really handy to have. So love this. I get lots of questions about what do I use? What is the lighting setup? What's the behind the scenes? Well, you're looking at it. Little stands like this, little lights like this. I like this one so much. As I mentioned, thanks, Joy. I purchased 2 of them. So great idea too. If you are wondering, what do I get for the person that has everything, but that is now doing Zoom? I have so many people asking me, I'm doing Zoom just with my family, or I'm, Skyping now. What do I do to have a really nice setup? Having a great light like that is the ultimate answer. That's really number one. That and elevating your computer or your webcam or whatever it is that you might be using as your camera. You want to set that up higher so that you have sort of higher than eye level coming at you. And that's going to give you your best, most flattering angle. So just a few little thoughts there when it comes to all of our online communication that we're doing these days. I think you'll really enjoy that. All right, so we've got the stand covered, right, as a gift. We've got the light covered. What are we going to do for audio? Well, not everybody is going to have an external audio. Not everybody needs one. Here we have the Bluetooth audio coming your way from Apple. Love these. These are the AirPod Pros. And with the AirPod Pros, there are so many different features that I could walk you through. Noise cancellation built right in, one of them. The auto microphone, another one of them built right in. They are charging in the case as they're in the case. See that little green light? That means they're charging. You can charge the case and have that extra charge kind of carried with you as you're out and about. And to do that, you just plug it in right here and you're good to go. Or if you're picking up the Pros, let me just highlight them for you. These also charge with a Qi charger. So if you have, I didn't put it into the carousel, but if you have a Qi charger, which is just your flat design that you can set it on, I'll show you. Okay, so my charger isn't, I'll put in my next electronics segment, I'll add a Qi charger for you, because I think now with so many electronic pieces coming out, you definitely want to grab one of these. And a great idea as a gift as well. So I'm just going to plug in the charging pad here. And then what's cool is you don't even have to take them out. You just drop them in place and they're charging, like right now, with no cords, no cables, no wires. I just drop it in place and it's charging. So if you have, say, a new iPhone, you can do that. This is the 11, I think is what I have here. Again, entirely wirelessly. So love that that feature, because I mean, let's face it, one of the hardest things about having Bluetooth earbuds is that, oops, you forget to charge them. And with these, be sure that you carry the case with you, not only so you have the extra charging, but also they don't turn off until they go into the case. So you want to make sure that you put them back into the case. But I think they're a great idea. If you have somebody that is on your gift list that really, loves Apple products, a lot of people are very brand specific about what they love and what they want to have across the board. So clearly these are going to work with your iPhone, but you can also mix and match. So if they have a Samsung or they have an Android device, they simply work with Bluetooth. So really simple and easy to connect these to any sort of Bluetooth device. And then they remember, which is really nice as well. So automatically, if I am using my laptop, they'll remember when I put them in my ears connect to the laptop. Automatically, when I'm using my iPhone, as soon as I put them into my ear, automatically remembers. So I love that as well. But what really makes them great is the customization that happens, because you're able to do so much within the little settings. So you could choose to use the microphone on your right ear or the microphone on your left ear. Really handy. Certainly it has been for me as we're doing lots of shows. If I want to have, audio directionally from one area or the other, it's a great idea, and just a great gift that maybe you want to indulge for somebody and give them. Love this. So they are the Apple Pros. All right, so there you have a great gift idea. One of my favorites as we're rounding out our hour together, let's talk about the Kindle. Love, love, love. So initially, I have the Fire tablet, and I thought, do I really need to have a Kindle? Well, the answer is yes. And I can give thanks to this for my friend Steph, who recommended it to me. She loves to read. I interviewed her. Actually, she wrote a book, interviewed her a couple months ago here on Amazon Live, because her book is available on Amazon. And what's so cool is she talked me into it, because even if you're outside in bright light, you still are able to read it. So unlike a lot of LED screens that are on cameras or even on phones that are harder to see, you can always see this one. You can totally adjust the brightness. The battery lasts so long, which I love as well. You can use your Audible with it. I was just talking about that Green Lights with Matthew McConaughey. I was listening to this because you can use your audio version on the Kindle as well. And here's just a little look into some of the things I'm reading. Untamed by Glennon Doyle. Love that. It shows you where you are. Hold your position. You can even do little highlights or little notes. For example, I'll take you back. I interviewed Jay Bushman, and as I was reading his book on the Kindle, I was able to go in and take notes so that I had, sort of areas, instead of highlighting something or putting a sticky note in there like you would do with a paper book, you can do all of that inside the app. So you could go to a certain page, all of the contents you have easy access to right here. And then here's my notes. So as I was writing notes, I, kind of highlighted some things, and I could also, type in my own notes. I can export them. So if you are wanting to, maybe you love reading like I do, and you love, comparing and having different notes, I think this is just a great way to go. So there's so much more to this than just an e-reader, because you can customize it in so many different ways. I also love the easy access, just to be able to jump into discovering something new. As you give this as a gift for, say, the holidays, wouldn't it be fun then for the next holiday to send a book over, an ebook over, or send a membership for one of the ebooks over, or one of the ebook sites over? You could do that. I love this because now it even customizes for you. So when I first set it up, it said, what are your preferences? What do you like? Discover your next read. So according to my preferences that I told it, I love business, I love motivation, I love inspirational reading. And now it has sort of a suggested list of some of the things that I might want to read based on the preferences that I told it. So I love that too. So really fun in the ways that you can use it. And I love this too. Super slimline. How about that? And yet you have the ability to hold thousands of books on the inside. Super cool. So it's like having an entire library in your pocket. It's just such a neat way to go. And I think it's great for just, total entertainment, especially now as we're social distancing. I was saying the other day that I was at Victoria's soccer game. She's in 6th grade, but we're social distancing. So we're, sitting so far apart on the bleachers that you're not really having, conversations with people. So I just took out my Kindle, middle of the day in the daylight and at the soccer game, and I could still see everything on the screen. So I think it's a great way to have that book always with you. It's great for education, great for entertainment, and certainly great as a gift for the holidays. So the Kindle, and by the way, as I showed you, works great with a little stand too. So if you just want to have it sitting on the stand and using that. You can do that too. So super fun there. All right, let's do a quick little recap of some of the things that we've talked about. Love the Kindle. Love this for holiday gift giving. I'm just going to highlight that Kindle for you. And so many good things that we have seen today in the world of electronics. And we're getting down to the wire, aren't we? I mean, crunch time is here when it comes to the holidays. So now's the time to, think about what the people in your life are going to love the most. And I can tell you what I hope the people in my life are going to love, particularly my daughter, Victoria. This is something that I picked up for her. This is the Amazon Alexa, and this is the Echo Dot, 3rd generation. So let me just plug it in for you here, and we'll give you a little example. I can only imagine, this is her first Alexa, so I can only imagine how fun this is going to be on Christmas morning as we start playing with Alexa. I've already connected it to our Wi-Fi once, so it already will remember the Wi-Fi. And you do all of that through the Alexa app, which is really nice. And here she has it. She heard me say her name. And here she goes. And now what's cool is that you can learn with Alexa, you can have entertainment with Alexa, you can let her organize your life when it comes to lists. With this particular design, what I love is that you're able to use it also as your clock. So there's so many different setups that you can do. There we go. And she's finding our Wi-Fi, and you can see in that setup mode as she's going. I love this. Ask questions. Hello. Isn't that fun? Automatically, because it's connected with the Wi-Fi, I just had unplugged it. When I plugged it back in, it automatically reconnected. It knows exactly what time it is. So I don't have to do any of that setting. I love that it's digital because my daughter's old enough now that she, can use a digital clock. I don't have to move the dials and have her count by fives across there. So I love it as kind of a starter piece for her. But then also I love it because it becomes that learning tool. So we were looking at some of the emails that have been sent since we purchased this. So it gives you sort of learning tips, if you will. So let's do Amazon Alexa. Let's see. Keep up with Alexa. So you get a weekly spotlight of emails that come in. And how about this one? Alexa, play Jeopardy.
Here's the skill Jeopardy by Sony Pictures Television.
Jeopardy! Isn't that fun? We've played some games before with another model that we have, where you can play against each other, play against someone on here. Alexa, stop Jeopardy.
Thanks for playing. Hope to see you next time.
Super quick game going on there. Let's see. You can ask Alexa follow-up questions without repeating the wake-up word, which is really cool too. So you can kind of learn. How about this one? Alexa, what should I wear?
Today in St. Petersburg, it's partly cloudy and mild. Opt for a graphic tee. Pair it with black jeans and a jean jacket for a complimentary look.
Nice.
To help personalize your recommendations, what's your preferred shopping department? Women's or men's?
Women's.
Okay, I'll remember that.
I love
it's
it.
perfect t-shirt and jeans weather. Try pairing
I
wide
love
leg
it.
jeans with a
Perhaps
full
I should have
tie-dye.
asked before I got dressed this morning.
I've sent a notification to your Amazon shopping app for outfit inspiration.
How
You
cool
can
is
also
that?
search style by Alexa to view past recommendations or update your preferred shopping department.
I suddenly have a whole fashionista inside my Alexa. How cool is this? Let's see, other things that you can ask. Music and entertainment. We can ask about what's playing for the holidays. We can find out about sports. We can put together lists. In this one, it's saying order protein powder. What's my schedule today? All kinds of things. Make a donation. You can make a donation with your Alexa. How cool is that? How about even for kids? Alexa, open Blue's Clues.
Okay, here's Blue's Clues and You. Listen and play. To use Blue's Clues and You.
Alexa, stop. Alexa, play nature sounds for 20 minutes.
Nature Sounds by Sounds of Nature on Amazon Music.
That's so fun. Oh, there we go. A little rain happening. Isn't that neat? I mean, it's just so much fun to play with this, isn't it? Alexa, stop playing nature sounds. You're going to feel so empowered just
Sorry,
talking to it.
I don't know that.
Oh.
But I do have a skill you might like.
Alexa,
It's called...
stop playing nature sounds. Oh, she went back to it. Perhaps I need to work on my skill set for teaching Alexa what to do. Alexa, go to sleep. Oh, she's playing the nature sounds to go to sleep. Okay, I'll have to look in here and check my email for more details of what to do. Oh, wow. What should I make for dinner? Show me my Facebook photos, check my email, all kinds of things. How cool is that? And then also, by the way, you can turn off the microphone on the top and put it into the privacy mode. So if you are concerned at all about having her listen, all the time, you just simply turn the privacy mode on and you're good to go there. Alexa, oh, and she can't hear me because I'm in the privacy mode. Alexa, turn off. There you go. And now she has turned off. Super fun, right? You can talk to her, have her set the alarm if you want to, all kinds of good things. So as we're rounding out our time together, also want to remind you about the Halo. Since we're talking about some Amazon products, this is the new fitness tracker. And I was really lucky to get in on kind of an early sampling. I got an early wait list. When I found out the fitness tracker was coming in, I saw a post from Mindy Grossman over at Weight Watchers. And she was talking about how this would work with the Weight Watchers program. And so I ran over to Amazon immediately and tried to get on an early order list, and I was able to get this home. So I've been using this now for about a month, and I can tell you from personal experience, it is not only one of the most comfortable fitness trackers, but it gathers an amazing amount of information, which I think is so useful. So I'm going to just go into the app here and show you inside the Halo all of the different features that are kind of built. I won't show you all of them. I'll show you some of them that are built right in. It tracks your activity, your sleep, your tone, which has to do with your mood, and your body measurements. Those are the four main sort of quadrants of things that it tracks. So what I like about this is it gives you a lot of what you want to know when it comes to a fitness tracker, a lot of measurements, tracking your activity, tracking your sleep, those types of things. But you also have some additions here that I think are really progressive, like the tone, giving you kind of a snapshot, if you will, of emotions. And then also your body tracker with your body fat percentage. You can actually scan your body, get your body fat percentage, and sort of see how you evolve over time, which I think is terrific. And then if you regularly wear, it's giving me a reminder because I didn't have my band on last night. It says, wear your band regularly to see your health insights. So it will give you that data, obviously, and then it will detect the highlight and interesting aspects of your health. So you can kind of learn with it and grow with it, which I think is super cool. So there's my little reminder. And then you have labs that are built right in. So what a great gift idea for the person who has everything, for the person who is maybe really techie and would love to have all of those insights. We started early on when we started talking about techie gifts, and I think I'm going to round out our time together talking about the Halo as well. So again, your choice of color, I have the pink, the rose that I ordered, which I really love. Love that it's comfortable and, again, brand new. So you're going to have something that's really cutting edge as you're giving it as a gift this holiday season as well. So thank you for shopping with me. Happy holidays. Let's say happy holidays if you are joining us on Facebook as well. And we will see you tomorrow with lots of other goodies on our gift list. Same time, same place, noon Eastern time with gifts for the foodie. We'll see you then.